Hi everyone and welcome to watch my unboxing video of Granblue Fantasy Relink Deluxe Edition. So it's a game that was originally announced, I believe, something like 2016. At the time I was playing another Cygames' game called Shadowverse, and I was also interested in Granblue Fantasy, but I didn't want to start another mobile game at the same time. So I was always hoping for some sort of home console game set in the Granblue Fantasy world, using the characters and so on, because I found the world of Granblue Fantasy interesting. So I was very excited when this game was first announced, and it's been a while, but I've been always hopeful to finally see the game's release and finally get to play it. And from what I understand, there was also some drama about the development of the game, because originally I believe it was started as co-development between Cygames and Platinum Games. I suppose the Platinum Games was doing like combat system development for the game, because at the time Platinum Games was like most respected game developer when it comes to like action games and so on. So that part was also quite exciting for the game's combat system, and I remember people being very worried about how is the game going to be after the Platinum Games stepped away from the development. But yeah, it's finally here, and I've heard people's first impression being quite positive of the game, so I'm happy to finally get the game and see for myself how is it. At least the Deluxe Edition box seems nice. I love this shiny cover and even the text on the bottom here, and the dragon is kind of, you can feel it. I can't remember the English word for the style of the surface, and oh, the backside pattern here looks great. So yeah, at least the box is promising. How are the contents? So we have the game itself, of course, set of postcards, some downloadable content, and I believe the expiration date for the code was like end of the year or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But basically some in-game items. And special soundtrack. I love the keyboard keys or piano keys on the cover there. Looks great. And also special art book. So some page turning at the end again. So where do we start? Let's take a quick look at the soundtrack. So as I said, I love the cover of it. And inside here we have the track list, 12 tracks, and credits and stuff, the musicians and so on. No any extra art behind the disc, but I do like the disc having the same idea as the cover of the case. So yeah, one of my favorite covers for soundtrack keys. It looks so fun. Next, let's take a look at the postcards here. So, a set of postcards, at least I think they were called simply postcard set, but not any like the usual stuff here that you can see on postcards, but still, of course, you can put the stamp and address and all that. But I would guess most people won't be using this postcard anyway. Simply displaying them on like a shelf or something. But I do love the artwork on these. This one being a little bit more scary looking. I wonder if he's one of the villains in the game. Oh, and we have the Deluxe Edition cover art here. And on the final one, more environment of the world. I can remember one of the longer gameplay trailers showed really cool looking action scene on these plane things. I can't wait to actually see it in the game. But yeah, 5 of these little postcards. And should we take a quick look inside the game box before we start going through the art book? A lot of lovely artwork on all of these covers. So inside here we have the disc and another DLC code. Some item set here as well. So some in-game items again. Shop skin and something else. So now that we have all other items checked, let's start going through the special art book. And I like the surface of the art book. I'm guessing you can see it, but it's sorry, I am again lacking some words in my English vocabulary. The surface feels nice. Can't remember what was the correct word for the surface when it's like that. So artwork, Granblue Fantasy, Relink special art book. Oh, judging from the it's 02. I for some reason thought it was 63, but no, it's 3. I need new glasses. But I am getting a new pair of glasses. They should arrive in a week or 2. So maybe after that I won't be missing the numbers like that. But yeah, we have some message from the director about the artwork in the game, and after that we start with some illustration artwork. So these are visual. This was on one of the postcards. And next, key visual of main characters, another of the postcards, as well as this key visual of it. Yeah, I remember the name was one of the main villains, so I was correct about his menacing look on the postcard. And next we have the game box cover illustration. This also game box illustration, but I wonder where this is used. Oh, global, so does it have this cover on Western release or something like that? Maybe. So we have different covers in the West and Japan, I am guessing. And next we have character artwork, starting with the main character Gran. And see the Luja, I believe was her name. It's been so long that when I watched the animated series of Granblue Fantasy, I can't remember any of the names anymore. Beer or something. Was the little flying dragon-like companion. And then we have Catalina. Rakan. I do like the character artwork, but I'm surprised that it is simply the character here alone on the page and a lot of empty space around the character. I don't necessarily mind it, but I'm used to having like a lot of little artwork on sides of the character, or for example like character info or something like that. So used to those, it feels a little odd to not have those character infos and such. Next we have Io. And Eugen. Rosetta. And Roland. Lancelot. And Ewan. Parsifal. I really need those glasses. I can't read the small text. Siegfried. And Charlotte. I've always loved her funny looking crown. And Kandakosa. Narmer. Yodala. I really can't see the name there. I didn't think my eyesight was this bad already. Fairy. Her name I actually remember because I remember playing with her in the Arc System Works fighting game. For some reason I always liked that character in that game. Cagliostro. Setup. Berserker. Mysterious. Really mysterious looking character. I love the outfit and all. Cesper. Carranza. Mugira. Lira. These are so confusing names. But I do like the designs of the characters. Just give them easier names. Well, it is much easier name. As well as Lilith. But then we have again something like Zero Carte, maybe? And next we have concept art, Granblue Fantasy, Relink, special art book. So we have concept artwork of the different things and places in the world. Again, everything is so small that the text is really hard to see. These different flying machines of the world in the game. And some places. And of course you need to fill the places with houses to build cities and towns to visit during the gameplay. There's quite dark hard image. Hard to see what exactly is there. And another shot of the from air and the flying machine. But next we have weapon section of the art book. So of course for the battle system we do need weapons. So several different weapons of each type. That weapon reminds me of completely different game series where similar weapon is seen in almost all of the developers' games. Funny to see similar looking weapon in other games as well. But yeah, I do like these designs. A lot of little details. So it will be fun during the gameplay to see the different weapons on the characters instead of simply having same weapons throughout the entire game. Gives you kind of the sense of progression when you see the equipment changing during your journey. And then staff illustrations. I wonder what we have here. So some artwork from different members in the staff had short messages from all of them. I remember the another Granblue Fantasy game, the fighting game art book had something similar like this. It's cool that they did same here as well. So we have a lot of illustration artwork from different artists, and especially fun to see the message from all of them. Glad to bring this game to you. I love this. It's always lovely to see developers caring about their game and enjoying when their product finally gets into the hands of players around the world. Very different feeling on these two illustrations here. I love this because of the huge variety of different styles and themes, these illustrations, and a lot of these "thank you for playing" messages here. I love the reference to the history of the series in the card game. Those card frames. Funny to see the characters holding those controllers. And that was last one. I really like the art book. A lot of illustration artwork, and I especially love the whole staff illustration segment of the book. Definitely when I'm installing the game and waiting for possible updates to download and so on, I will be going through these messages and translating them and seeing the funny comments from the staff members here. I would love to see more things like these from the developers in these art books. Not only from like director message or something like that. Of course, yeah, that also here, but yeah, like smaller staff members giving out their thanks also. That's so lovely. So yeah. And I guess that's everything. Kind of basic limited edition art book, soundtrack, and as a little extra some postcards. But I do like it, especially because of how much I like the art book and the stuff illustrations and such. And I've been waiting for the game quite many years now, so I am happy to finally have it and can't wait to finally start installing it and try out how it ended up being. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching and bye.